Hey, welcome to the Insurance Buzz. This is your host, Michael Weaver. If you are new to the Buzz, welcome to the family. Grab a cup of coffee, maybe an alcoholic beverage, maybe just some H2O, because we're about to get buzzed on the buzz. Today, my friends, we are talking about what is a daily huddle? What is a daily huddle? So how this topic got brought up is I was asked by an agent, Michael, I hear a lot of people talking about daily huddles. I've heard you talk about daily huddles. I know there's some type of team meeting, but I don't really know what goes on during a team huddle. How should it be structured? What should we be talking about? What should my team be bringing to the table? How many should I be doing? So that's what we're talking about today, my friends. If you're new to the Buzz, make sure that you subscribe. If you are a loyal listener, thank you so much. I appreciate the hell out of you. So let's get started on the daily huddle. So number one, what is a daily huddle? A daily huddle is a team meeting, just not your sales team, just not your so-called service team. All insurance agency owners, you own sales organizations. So I always put the service team in, quotes. Meet with the whole team. Okay, before we get into what is a daily huddle, let's get into why daily huddles. The number one reason why you should be doing daily huddles every single day with your team is because communication. Communication is key. Communication provides not only clarity in your office and amongst your team, it provides accountability in your office and amongst your team, but also communication, you're going to be talking about products. You're going to be talking about what's going on, top of mind, top of sight. If you talk about life insurance every single day, guess what? Your team is going to bring it up to customers every single day. If you're never talking, if you're never communicating, guess what? They're not going to be talking. They're not going to be communicating. You, as the leader in the office, have to establish processes and systems that help lead your team, help your team be successful. And look, if you're a CEO in your business right now, if you're a tenured agent, maybe someone else is managing the team, that's fine. You still have to have the processes in place. Okay. So maybe your manager needs to listen to this. Daily huddles are amazing for communication. You have to meet with your team daily. What should not happen is your team, let's say the workday starts at 9:00. What should not happen is your team gets there 8:58, turn on the computers, grab some coffee, got some coffee talk, got some chit chat going on, log in, check the emails, look at the service stuff that's come in, the reports. All of a sudden, it's 9:30. It's 9:30. Phones are blowing up. Things are going. This is not what should happen. This causes chaos. This causes confusion. This causes anxiety amongst your team. So I'm actually going to encourage you to start your team's day a minimum of 15 to 30 minutes. I'm actually going to say 30 minutes here prior to your phones unrolling from voicemail. So your team's day should start 30 minutes prior to the phones unrolling to answering phones, customers, which can sometimes be chaotic. You need to have an organized process in your office to where it gets everyone going. Everyone knows what needs to happen during the day, what task at hand, what's going on, where's the production, what do we need to achieve today? And that is what a daily huddle is going to help establish in your office. So I actually prefer 2 daily huddles. I'm going to walk you through what that looks like. I used to try 3 daily huddles in my office a day, and my team thought it was overkill. They actually got demotivated by it. And so 2 is actually what we do. And we do this with multiple businesses that we own. This is just an all around great practice. Doesn't matter if you're an insurance agent or what type of business you own. Communication is key in your business with your team on a daily basis. And so this allows you to do that without being a micromanager. All right. This allows you to manage in a way that people like to be managed. So a daily huddle. Most daily huddles are gonna last about 15 minutes, and they need to be every day. And I always prefer, like I said, the team huddle to happen, the daily huddle to happen before the day actually gets going. And so we train in the sales organizations that we own. We train for 15 minutes every single day. So do sales training, and then we go into the daily huddle. And what the daily huddle looks like, it's going to be about 15 minutes long. And you're going to talk about, so I always start off with a grateful exercise. What's one thing they're grateful for today? What's one thing you're grateful for today? It's hard to have a bad life when you're always reminding yourselves of the good thing going on in your life. And so attitude of gratitude, I try to implement that because look, my goal as a leader is just not to help them be the best professionals they can be. It's to help them be the best version of themselves that they can be. And an attitude of gratitude starts with that attitude of gratitude. Grateful exercises changed my life. And that's why I implement that. So that's the first thing we start off with. The next thing that I would go to was what happened yesterday. All right. What were the results yesterday? Number one, did you win your day yesterday? Because it's really important. Because if you won your day, that's a celebration. We need to stack wins. If you didn't win your day, what caused you from winning the day? And how can we make sure that you don't stack 2 losses in a row? How can we make sure today you win the day and maybe even win the day today and also make up for the wins that you missed yesterday? All right. So what went on yesterday? Also, customer service. What happened yesterday? What were customers doing? Any problematic areas? All right, that we need to tie up today. Next, the daily goals. You need to review your big 3. That's what we did that's what we always did in the business. Hey, where are we at on our big 3 activities that we concentrate on every single day of every single week of every single month? Are we winning this week? Are we winning this week? Did we win yesterday or the day prior? Whenever you do this, are we winning the week? Because you got to win the days to win the weeks. So where are we at on our daily goals? Where are we at on activities? All right. I just covered that. Then we go from goals to what do you have in the works? So what hot prospects do you have in the works? The one thing I always ask is, what hot PNC prospects do you have in the works, and what life insurance prospects do you have in the works? So we were always talking about raw new households, and we were always talking about new life insurance prospects, new life insurance customers, because those were the 2 things. PNC, always growing the PNC book, and always growing life insurance book, helping the community out with life insurance. Those were the 2 things we were always concerned with. Auto, fire, life, the 3 Kingsmen. You've heard of that. As an insurance agency owner, the 3 Kingsmen are what will pay you today, tomorrow, and 30 years from now, especially that PNC book. So we were always talking about those things. What raw new households do we have in the works? What life insurance do we have in the works? Then we would go on to what 2 additional activities, pivots, are you going to accomplish today before you leave? So what 2 pivots are you going to accomplish today? Are you going to ask 2 people about their life insurance? Are you going to ask 2 people about Google reviews? Maybe you ask 1 person about life insurance and 1 person about a Google review. All kinds of pivots out there. So every single day, though, I would ask my team, each individual on the team, to say out loud to the team what 2 additional pivots they were going to complete before they left. The reason for this is because when you commit to something out loud, the likelihood that you do it automatically increases. Not only would I have them say it out loud, I would have them write it down in their daily agenda, daily notebook, so they could cross it off or check it off. So we're doing 2 things that's going to help improve to make sure that it gets done. Not only that, by saying it out loud to the team, it automatically adds in that team accountability aspect, because I'm going to get back to the reason we have a second daily huddle of the day. You're going to go over production again, just to make sure, hey, everyone is clear on where we're at on the week's production. That is basically the first daily huddle of the day. So team members need to bring to the table what two pivots they're going to accomplish. Did they win the day yesterday? If they did, great. If they didn't, why didn't they? And then what are they going to do today to make sure that they win the day today, plus get those two pivots done? The second, so hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Again, 15 minutes, quick hit, let's talk, and then let's get to work. The next daily huddle, this is going to be a shorter daily huddle. This is more of like a 5-minute just accountability meeting. So we would do ours. So our first one was from 8:45 to 9, and then we would meet again at 1 to like 1:05, 1:10, usually about 5 minutes. All the second daily huddle is, it's accountability. Have you, so the first question, have you got your two pivots done yet? Those two activities that you committed to, not only to yourself, but to the team. Have you got those done? Because if you've never read this, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, you just need to get things done first thing in the morning. I would always encourage my team, the first two people you talk to, get the pivots done. Why would you wait? Why would you wait until 4:30 in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, until you're ready to go home? You've had a day. Who knows what has happened in the day? Why not get those done first thing in the morning? So the 1 o'clock daily huddle was an accountability check-in. Have you got those two activities done? Have you got them done? And if you haven't, so if you have, great job, high fives all around. If you haven't, what is your plan for the next 4 or 5 hours, the remainder of the day, to make sure that they do get done? So what's the plan? Secondly, are we on track to win the day, both individually and as a team? Are we on track to win the day? How many quotes have we done? How many appointments have we had? How many life insurance conversations? Whatever it looks like winning the day in your office. Are we on track to win the day? So daily huddles not only are amazing, and then you adjourn, guys. Okay. So super easy. 5-minute accountability. Where's everybody at? Have you accomplished it? If you have, great. If you haven't, what's the plan moving forward for the rest of the day to make sure that it gets accomplished and we win our day? So not only are daily huddles great for communication, they're great for accountability. They're great for helping you and your team stack wins. They're great for making sure that everyone is on the same page. They're great for making sure that every single person knows what is going on in the office, what the goals are, and where we're at. And it also creates team accountability, because if someone on the team doesn't do their two activities, and then the next day doesn't do their two activities, and then the next day doesn't do, all of a sudden the team's getting let down. And we all know what happens when the team gets let down. The team doesn't like that. And so it creates team accountability. So that, my friends, is what a daily huddle is, at least in my book. It's just a quick first meeting of the day, 15 minutes, reviewing on how you're going to win the day, what's going on, production, activities, big three, let's roll. And then the second team huddle is more of that 5-minute accountability. Where's everybody at? Are you on track to win the day? And ultimately, that's your job as a manager. Like, there's differences between leadership and management. As a manager, you have to keep your team on track. You have to set them up for success. And you do that through accountability processes like daily huddles. I hope that y'all run with this. I hope that you make it your own, because at the end of the day, there's lots of really great ideas out there. But if you don't do anything with it, it's still just a good idea. So if you like the idea of daily huddles, if you're like, man, Michael, this sounds amazing, thank you so much. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go back to the office or wherever you're at right now, get out a notebook and organize what a daily huddle is going to look like in your office. What are you going to talk about? What's the team going to talk about? What are the activities? What are the pivots? How do they win their day? And then I want you to get it on the calendar. I need you to communicate it to the team. Because if it's on the calendar, it gets done. If not, it's more than likely just going to be a really good idea still. So, got buzz on the buzz today, my friends. If you like this episode, make sure you give us a 5-star review. It would mean the world. Tell people about it. Make sure you're subscribed. Share it on the socials. As always, my friends, time is the most valuable and important asset that we all have. I appreciate you spending the last few minutes with me. As always, now go out and make it great.